another topic worth discussing, maybe another time. Wealth creation.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much you earn. I think that would be a very fantastic topic to discuss. Okay,
it doesn't really matter how much you earn, how much you save. So let me create this.
No, say that again. It doesn't
matter how much you earn, but how much you save.
So, our audience, please pick that. That's a key word. It doesn't matter how much you earn, but how much you save. It's very key.
So it all depends on our income and expenses.
Right.
So let me
income and expenses. Okay.
So assuming Melody, each and they can, let's say 10,000.
Yes. Or no budget. We should not budget 10,000. We should expect the kind of. I would say.
Oh, each and Melody 10,000.
Right.
Okay, but expenses, monthly expenses, you're going to be 9,000.
Okay, so that out of the 10,000, her monthly expenses alone is 9,000.
Yeah,
so more or less 90% go.
That's 1,000.
Yeah.
So only the amount of saving.
Right.
But I'm just going to say each one make up 5,000.
Okay.
But I'm able to spend like let's say 2,000.
2,000.
Let me use 3,000.
Right.
Into account
2,000.
Do a change so.
At the end of the day, even though she's earning 10,000, you who earns 5,000, you're able to save 2,000 as against her 9,000 who saves 1,000. Listeners, I believe you are listening to what is going on. They are bringing the conversation to your doorstep. My brother, continue.
But the golden rules of savings, at least,
I like that one.
Whatever income you get, at least you need to save 20% of it. So let's say
the golden rule.
The golden rule.
Whatever income that comes.
At least 20%.
Audience, you heard that one too. Golden rule. At least 20%. Save 20%. Yes, yes.
So let's say you are earning 100 cedis. For 100 cedis, you have to spend 50% of the 100 cedis on needs, things that are essential.
Please say that again. Out of the 100% amount you are saving, make sure you are
not saving. You are
earning. You have to ensure that 50% are
goes
on
to
needs.
Expenses. So
on needs.
Yes.
Not just any spending, but it should be on needs.
Like
things that
basic needs, food,
right, clothing, shelter.
You can't do away with it.
You can't do away with them. Okay.
Then you look at least 20%.
Okay.
Oh, so for we the Christian, I think 10% is for God.
10% goes to tithe.
So that one you need to make sure you give it to God.
You give your 10% to God. Right.
So the 50 for expenses. And so 20 for wants.
Right, for wants.
Then you save your 20%. Okay. So
within the 20% wants crowd, you can still massage, adjust to get some more for the savings.
Yes.
I see.
So I think one mistake that we make when it comes to savings is we miss the formula for savings. And the formula is this. The one that we used to know is your income minus your expenses is equal to savings, which is wrong.
Please come again.
Your income minus your expenses is equal to your savings.
Okay.
So now you get your money.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going to take out of that money, what is left over becomes your savings, which is wrong.
Okay.
But it should rather be your income minus your savings is equal to your expenses.
Meaning you should be intentional about the savings.
That's the point. So the moment you get your money, your savings first.
Okay.
Then whatever is left becomes your expenses. If you're able to get that or use that idea in savings, that's how come you're able to become disciplined in savings.
In addition to the golden rule and that punchline Richmond gave, you also are supposed to adapt that formula of making sure you are being intentional with your savings. So when the income comes, you don't take away your expenses first.
No.
You should take away the savings first.
Sure.
Then what is left? And then they only winyami.
Okay.
So that means you have to take, when you get your income, you have to take the 20% off.
To say they are tithe. No, because when you mentioned tithing, it brought my mind to the fact that yes, we pay tithe and we are expectant of getting something on tithe. So if you're able to take your tithe, even before you start your expenses, why don't you also take your savings as well, before you even begin to expend? I don't know whether they make an Indian sound.
Sure.
Yeah. Because seriously, it's very, very disheartening, just like you put it. Yeah, Richmond.
So the JFN in finance they tell me that paying yourself first.
Hey, school for Nabaha. School for paying yourself first.
Okay.
Okay.
Then before you fall on the expenses. Because whether you like it or not, in economics, like I say, human wants are insatiable.
They're insatiable.
Yeah, we are doing income or cost, not the expenses cost.
Charlie, you guys are making your lecturers proud.
No, the issue is wants. So wants, that means you can well bet me I can say ajere ni jai.
Okay.
And postpone.
You just want it.
That is why we need to there. You can't negotiate.
Yeah, that one is.
For the needs, you can't negotiate.
Exactly.
Say, me say, an amenity, me yes savings. Now come the amenity.
Okay.
Let's have pay area I will use the savings
to
cater for that.
That is
and
true.
we need to there. You have to look at it. But once that is once there luxury.
True.
And be a ubet me didi wo fie. Was me kondo say ko didi wo Kimpeskia.
Okay.
So,
that one is your own.
It's a want. It's not a need.
It's not a need.
It's a want.
Right.
And you have to do it because I won't share all research here. It gives you say, Jenna, your brother can say, Obi a yare or coffee.
Yeah.
When to be sustaining for 1 month.
And okay.
Yes, it says, oh, yeah, Juma. What's an answer? Dream was say, O person would jay Juma. Within the next 6 months. I was so we are out of employment. You should be able to pay yourself the same salary for the next 6 months.
6 months.
To savings, there will be an emergency funds.
Okay.
I don't know. That fund, no, there was a when you are out of active worker,
right.
you should be able to pay the same money and our employer demand.
Right.
For the next 6 months.
Okay. I think that's a key point to help us transition to the next point for discussion.
Yeah.
What are the types of savings somebody can actually do? Types of savings.
Okay.
Are there types of savings? How do we even start savings? How do we do it? You've already highlighted you being intentional with what you save, but how do you go about it? Let's practicalize it. Jeff, I don't know if you can.
Yes, so we have types of savings, but I mean, say ochichima, we can say long term and then short term.
Okay,
but
that
in
is
between, we bit me enya and another type of savings.
That is
so
key.
when we talk about the short term savings now, it's can be our day two on say in the next maybe 6 months or 1 year to be about 3 years, you know.
Right.
You want to use that money to take care of those kind of needs now.
Right.
And the long term, it may be about 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you know. And then they're just so boom, you know, short term and then long term. But then under each, you know, you can get something like emergency savings. So the next sister air can.
Right.
So now we make sure what savings is make. I say we don't expect say, at the end of every month before they can go to the hospital.
Right.
We don't expect say if you're having a car, your car should
break down. Right.
But at the moment I be bano.
Right.
I was so to take care of that.
And
I'll use this as an example. When say I think say two will be a cry. There are times we won't expect so be spending scabi, but Scania counts up and be
some unplanned expenses. Somebody said that money sometimes tell you what to do. Money dictates for you.
No unplanned. Why do you know that? I don't know. Yes, can you?
No. Okay, so my man example. My phone here me you see.
Yeah.
Screen now as a kakra, but me use it. Okay. So in my mind, I say me flexible because I'm able to use it.
Right. But the moment,
by then no cry.
Okay.
But the moment I'm near scabino, I feel me yakwa, me tini pan kasa, but on intermediate. So at that moment,
it wasn't planned.
It's still the phone, but me planning say me acquire that aspect now.
Okay. So like if you were to get money now, is the screen you are going to look at fixing?
What I say?
But all of a sudden, something.
All of a sudden, I'm in yes, can I feel me yakwa na, but on intermediate.
Which is also an integral part of
internet. At that moment now, I say me day.
You need to find a way of
phone.
Right.
And it happens. It happens.
It does.
There are times when my own plan is so basis spending scab. That's the emergency fund. They say it's me day. I want no the bit me see I not first scan the day.
Okay. All right.
Apart from that, you know, so we have investment savings.
Okay, investments.
So,
all right.
I don't know what savings you can all right. But I tell you say what is can be investment. Say the be amount interest was our savings so.
Okay. All right. So that might be a long term. Is that it?
Sure.
Okay. medium to long term.
Medium to long term.
Okay.
Nti no scan da hon ma was save right.
Right.
But I any nyina say that be as opportunity say na Richmond e can say COVID buy amanfo bebre elu sika. And through those moments no opportunities ba.
Right.
In some opportunity never na say was savings no one ma. You can invest that money and then you get interest on that.
Okay.
But if you know one dey na say
yeah, that's true.
So I think there are other types of savings, but I will leave it to my
all right.
friends also.
Okay. Please, any others that we will want to add?
The idea of savings,
right?
They developed from the traditional way of saving, where the susu kind of thing comes in susu box.
Okay.
So initially, we say now we to susu box,
right?
And now
yeah. So I think it's called what pigeon box.
Yeah.
Piggy box.
Piggy box.
Being say box to susu. Some time. So we be 1 year or 6 months.
Okay.
You can note susu box in so whatever.
You try and take out whatever is in there, right?
So when they lead you to the traditional savings, so almost to the banks they have deposit savings.
Right. Normal deposit accounts.
For savings.
Savings accounts.
Yeah, because they realize that the traditional system, the susu one, is a risk. You consider the risk, the security.
Okay.
So susu no be maybe.
Yeah, the one you keep at home.
Yeah, madam,
anything can happen.
Baby and the box. You have no almost there. Almost getting to 1 year, so you can imagine.
Yeah.
Our first box in the top, so the security aspect is okay fine. Then banks,
right?
Because initially would be account for savings account for bank.
Yeah.
We entered to. There were no charges, and so it was just like so to susu.
Okay.
But secure way of saving in the bank.
Okay.
Yeah, but so, to add to the investments in Nigeria, you see, when we say, almost in the banks now.
Yeah.
You see, savings account, normal savings account branch.
It attracts interest.
That's true.
Charges.
Okay.
On Tibia, 1 year, say, you susu bank, like I'm saving with my account, savings account, 1,000 for the year.
Right.
1,000 within a SMS alerts, internet banking, charges, Tibia, end of the year, we do not. 1,000 are with me as not at but
that's what I think. Okay.
900 or
I think that one can be another line of conversation. Yeah, Melody, you wanted to say something.
Savings, the types.
Yeah. So he mentioned the susu. Jeff also mentioned investments.
And
I think another bit that sometimes, or that is also on the market now, is insurance.
Okay.
I think people also insure. Yeah. And I know people may buy insurance products for school, for their children, and even for planning of retirement. Yeah, so I think these are some of the exactly.
Okay, so some also go into when it is investment, stocks, bonds, real estate.
Those all they are also parts.
They are all parts. But Nina, usika ni mudru.
Yeah.
25,000 kwa yes or kwa real estate.
That is true.
It cannot be.
That is true.
So
that is true.
Right, so I want to take a bit of information from the susu savings,
right?
Because I remember one time I had a conversation where they were saying that, say one person can go to bank, and I say box to do a fee now they scan it to tuma. At the end of the day, the value of the money, I say we reduce the value of the money.
No, that is true.
So I don't know how best can we adapt that kind of savings.
Is he a moderator?
Yeah, like I just want to
I think that's his difficulty. He wants us to help address.
I think that you can do the susu alongside your savings with the bank.
Okay.
In that, Bibiana, your foca coins, and then adding is a local bank.
Okay.
Bibiana, only 50 pesos for 2 accounts.
Yeah.
But we susu box now, a bit man dropping 50 pesos, 1 CD coin, 2 CD coin. One more time. Whilst you are saving with the bank, now see time maybe I'm 6 months, now they're called. Maybe now they're called 2 accounts.
Yeah. So from what you're saying, those coins, change that we normally have at our disposal. If you are not careful, you just put them there. Sometimes you go under your bed and you have lots of them, coins, CD notes and stuff like that.
Sure.
So you can create a piggy bank of a sort. Then you keep such monies in there. And those ones may even help you. You may not have to all the time go to the bank. It really helps.